Hi, I'm Allison Massey, registered dietitian and certified diabetes care and education specialist. And today I'm here to share a simple, affordable 3-ingredient muffin recipe. And the thing I love about this is that it's very versatile. You can actually do add-ins that you prefer. I'm going to talk about 2 different options today, and also just kind of customize this. But it's a little bit healthier than most muffin recipes because we're replacing the eggs and oil with applesauce. You could also use canned pumpkin if you had that on hand, but we're gonna use the applesauce version today. So this is kind of like a spiced applesauce muffin, if you will. So we need 3 simple things. You're gonna go ahead and get yourself a spice cake mix. So this has everything you need in it. You're not going to follow the ingredients on the back. You're gonna use my instructions here. So we're just doing the entire spice cake mix. And this is a fun one that you can put together with your kids, or if they're older, they could put it together for you. If you iced this would be a delicious kind of healthier dessert. So we started with our spice cake mix, and next you need 2 cups of unsweetened applesauce. So the great thing about keeping applesauce on hand is that if you buy the unsweetened version, you can of course use it as a healthy snack, but it's great in baking because it adds that moisture that you need to this muffin recipe. It actually adds a little bit of flavor, and I feel like the applesauce pairs really, really nicely with the spice cake mix in particular. You can use, like I said, canned pumpkin puree, or even like a canned sweet potato puree could be used in kind of that same manner to replace the fat. Now, the ratios of that canned pumpkin or the canned sweet potato would be different than what I'm sharing with the applesauce. So, like I said, with the applesauce, you're gonna wanna go ahead and buy one of those big jars because you do need 2 cups for this recipe, and then you can just kind of eat the rest of it as a healthy snack. So I've got my applesauce in here, and that's kind of it for the base of this muffin. So we're not adding any eggs, we're not adding any butter or oil to this. So again, that cuts down on the fat quite a bit. Now we're gonna add some texture and some additional flavor. So there's options here, and I might do a little bit of both today. But one great option if you have apples on hand is to just go ahead and dice an apple. Just 1 apple will do it for the cake recipe, and that adds, just some delicious freshness. It adds a nice kind of texture to the muffin recipe. So I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 chopped apple. Now you could leave it just like that, okay? But if you had raisins or currants on hand, that takes it up another level. So if you want it just to be 3 ingredients, it's gonna be the spice cake mix, 2 cups of applesauce, and maybe 1 chopped apple. Or if you didn't have the apple, you could add raisins or currants, or make it a 4-ingredient recipe and add a little bit of both. So I'll add just a tiny bit of some of my currants to this muffin recipe. And that's really it. So I put this together in, under 5 minutes, if you will, at 3 minutes probably total actually. And then all I have to do is I've got my muffin tin pre-lined here. And these are fantastic to use, these little muffin scoopers. And now I'm just going to get my muffins ready to put in the oven. So I preheated the oven to 375. And these will need to bake probably for about 20 to 25 minutes. Everyone's oven's just a little bit different. And so you can just kind of keep an eye on it. Obviously test them before you fully pull them out, just to make sure that they are done and delicious. But that's it for a simple, easy muffin recipe. And I hope you try this at home. You'll have to leave some comments on this video and let me know if you tried it. If you did anything different for add-ins, other types of, fruit mix-ins, so forth, let us know. But until next time, this is Allison. I hope you keep it simple, easy, nutritious, and most importantly, delicious.